James Hetfield, Metallica, once again here in Finland, and now 2 sold-out arena shows, and you'll be back in July. How do you do it?
How do I sell out shows? Or how do we keep coming back? I don't know. We create music that other people like and can relate to. Finland and most of Scandinavia have always loved heavy music, and fortunately we're still around to enjoy writing and touring, and so Finland is always good to Metallica.
The fans have always been important for Metallica. You also want to meet them always, like now you have these meet and greets. What do you want to give to those fans who come and meet you?
Well, you know, we found that over the 20-some-odd years we've been together, you know, we grew up as music fans ourselves, and giving people something special, a select few, is always better than trying to please hundreds of people, you know, with just a quick sign and goodbye. But you narrow it down to, you know, 15 or so where you can actually talk, maybe, you know, exchange some stories or something and get to know them a little bit, and they go out and they spread the word saying how great that was. I mean, that's really good public relations, you know, with your fans, I believe. Yeah.
As you said, you're also a music fan yourself. About the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, what was going through your mind when Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers, it was, right? He inducted you to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. What was going through your mind?
Well, at first, I didn't understand why it was Flea. You know, Flea, we know him. He's a good friend and in a band that we admire and respect. He has, I didn't know he was that big of a Metallica fan, but according to what he said that night, I mean, his speech was very moving and pretty unbelievable. A lot of things going through my mind. I guess one of the things was, you know, Metallica has influenced people's lives more than I think, and I think just overall an amazing weekend that whole thing was, from Friday night, the night before, where we had, it was basically like a high school or college reunion where we had all the people, all our friends, from the first drum roadie to the head of the record company. You know, everyone was there, and getting pictures together with all the bass players and Cliff Burton's dad and all the producers, and it was really cool to have everyone together. That was probably the biggest moment, besides, you know, getting up there and playing with some guy named Jimmy Page and Jeff Beck and Joe Perry, you know, a few guys like that.
Definitely. Death Magnetic, James. How do the songs work live now that you played them?
Oh, Death Magnetic is it's an album that embraces our past with the great feelings of now, and so live they fit in, I think, perfectly with a lot of the older material that we do forever, like Seek and Destroy, and you know, there's a lot of similarities, and so live. You know, we're getting out here and we're playing a lot of these songs live. We play at least 5 new songs live out of, I guess, 15 or 18 songs live, which is quite a lot for us. I don't think we've done that since maybe the Black Album. And it's really good to get out and play these songs live so people are able to learn them. And the more you play them live, the more the audience becomes a part of it. You have sing-along parts. You have parts where, you know, audience participation happens, and you only learn that through playing them live.
Now, looking back, working with Rick Rubin, how was it when you look back now?
Well, working with Rick was quite the opposite of working with Bob Rock. You know, Bob, you know, every producer has a different style. Bob Rock's style was in umbrella over everything. He was the father figure. He was the brother musician. He was the equipment manager. You know, and the referee.
The bass player.
Yeah, and the bass player too. Yeah, stopping fights between Lars and I or whoever. And so a lot of different hats he was wearing. Rick Rubin, pretty much the opposite. He will show up when he's needed, as in, guys, go write the songs, and when you have them, call me. And then he shows up, and he's hands-on in a different way. So it seemed right for us to do it this way. Since St. Anger, there were so many people around us all the time, therapists and everyone, to nobody. Nobody was there. The four of us were in the studio. Okay. Now we have to work together and really use the tools that we learned on St. Anger.